5 risks that will silently kill your business. Today, we are going to talk about the 5 risks that will silently kill your small business. Did you know that a staggering 9 out of 10 startups are doomed to fail? And the scary part? For most of them, the end doesn't come from some big, explosive scandal. It's a silent killer, an invisible threat that was lurking from the very beginning. It's not a sudden market crash or a massive lawsuit. It's a slow leak, a cracked foundation. It's a problem that grows quietly in the dark until one day the entire structure just collapses. Your business is likely exposed to these same threats right now. But here's the good news. You can fight what you can see. In the next few minutes, I'm not only going to shine a light on the 5 most common silent killers, but I'll also give you a concrete action plan to disarm and de-risk them before it's too late. Sticking around to learn these strategies is the first step toward building a business that actually lasts. Let's get into it. Risk 1. Market irrelevance. The first, and by far the most common silent killer, is market irrelevance. According to a report from CB Insights, this is the official top reason for startup failure, with a massive 42% of failed companies citing no market need as the cause of death. This is the risk of passionately building a solution for a problem nobody has, or at least a problem nobody is willing to pay to solve. You fall in love with your idea. It's innovative, it's clever, it's brilliant. You spend months, maybe even years, and all your capital perfecting the product, but you forgot to ask the single most important question. Does anyone actually want this? Think of the Juicero, a $400 machine designed to squeeze prepackaged juice. It was a sleek piece of tech, but it solved a problem no one really had. People quickly realized you could just squeeze the packets by hand. The company shut down after burning through $120 million because it built a product for a market that didn't exist. This risk is silent because it hides behind misleading signals. Your friends tell you your idea is great. You get vanity metrics like a spike in website visits or a few dozen free signups, but you're not getting traction where it truly counts. With paying customers who have a painful problem your product can fix. Your action plan. 1. Be a detective, not a visionary. Before you write a single line of code or order any inventory, your only job is to validate the problem. Don't ask, "Would you buy my product?" People will lie to be nice. Instead, be a detective. Ask about their current headaches. How are they solving this problem now? How much time or money is it costing them? If they aren't already trying to solve this problem, they probably won't pay for your solution. 2. Sell before you build. The ultimate validation is a pre-order. Put up a simple landing page that clearly explains your value proposition and ask people to put down a small deposit to be the first to get it. If you can't convince anyone to commit even a little bit of money, you don't have a business. You have a hobby. 3. Start a risk register. Let's get practical. Open a spreadsheet. First row, write risk, market irrelevance. Next column, probability, high, next, impact, critical. And in the final column, mitigation plan, conduct. 50 customer validation interviews this quarter. Secure 10 pre-orders before building the next feature. This simple document is the beginning of a real risk management plan. Risk 2, cash flow toxicity. The second silent killer is cash flow toxicity. People often confuse profit with cash flow, but they are not the same. Profit is an opinion. Cash is a fact. A business can look profitable on paper, but go bankrupt because it runs out of actual money in the bank. This is a huge reason businesses fail. In fact, running out of cash is the second most cited reason for failure. This risk is silent because it creeps up on you. You're making sales, revenue is growing, and everything looks great on your profit and loss statement. But your clients are taking 90 days to pay their invoices. You get hit with a huge unexpected tax bill. You had to buy a year's worth of inventory up front to get a discount. Suddenly it's time to make payroll, and your bank account is empty. Your business is technically profitable, but it's dead. It's like dying of thirst in a downpour. The water is all around you, but you can't get to it in time. Your action plan. 1. Create a 13-week cash flow forecast. This is non-negotiable. It's a simple spreadsheet tracking all expected cash in and all expected cash out week by week for the next 13 weeks. This is your business's early warning system. It shows you a potential cash crunch months before it happens, giving you time to react. 2. Fix your payment terms. Why are you giving your customers 60 or 90 days to pay you? You are not a bank. For new clients, demand a 50% upfront deposit. For existing clients, offer a small discount for immediate payment. On the flip side, try to negotiate longer payment terms with your own suppliers. Manage that cash gap aggressively. 3. Update your risk register. Add a new row. Risk, cash flow shortfall. Probability, high. Impact, critical. Mitigation plan. Maintain and review a 13-week cash flow forecast weekly. Secure a business line of credit as a backup. Shorten client payment terms to 30 days or less. Risk 3. Co-founder collapse. The third silent killer is the one nobody likes to talk about: co-founder collapse. Research suggests that a shocking 65% of high-potential startups fail due to conflict among the co-founders. More startups are killed by civil war in the founding team than by outside competition. This risk is silent because it starts with unspoken resentments. One founder feels they're working harder. There's a disagreement over strategy, but you both avoid the tough conversation. Roles get blurry, and one founder feels like their turf is being invaded. The team stops communicating openly and starts sending passive-aggressive Slack messages, or, even worse, communicating through other employees. By the time the shouting starts, the trust is already gone, and the company is paralyzed. Your action plan. 1. Create a founder agreement, even if you're friends. This is your business prenup, and it's essential. It must clearly define roles, responsibilities, ownership, and, most importantly, what happens if one person wants to leave. Who has the final say on product, on sales, on finance? Have this difficult conversation now while you're still on good terms. 2. Schedule a weekly State of the Union meeting. This is a mandatory no-excuses meeting for founders only. No operational talk is allowed. This meeting is about your relationship. Ask 3 simple questions. What's working well between us? Where is there friction? And what's one thing we can do next week to be better aligned? 3. Update your risk register. Risk, co-founder conflict. Probability, medium. Impact, critical. Mitigation plan. Finalize and sign founder agreement. Conduct weekly State of the Union meetings. Agree on a neutral third-party mediator or advisor to help resolve disputes if they arise. Risk 4. Operational paralysis. The fourth silent killer is operational paralysis. This is what happens when a business starts to scale, and the informal, scrappy processes that worked for a team of 3 completely break down for a team of 30. It's the risk of your own growth killing you from the inside. This is a silent killer because it doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow erosion of efficiency. That one person who knows how everything works suddenly becomes a bottleneck for the entire company. New hires take longer and longer to become productive because there's no real onboarding process. Mistakes multiply because there are no quality control systems. The founders who used to spend their time on big-picture strategy are now stuck putting out fires all day, handling customer service escalations, and fixing broken internal workflows. The business is growing, but its internal structure is collapsing under the weight. Your action plan. 1. Map out your core processes. What are the 3 to 5 most critical workflows in your business? This might be your sales funnel, customer onboarding, or software development lifecycle. Write down each step. Who is responsible for what? What tools do they use? Keep it simple, but make it explicit. 2. Fire yourself from a job every month. As a founder, your job is to make yourself redundant. Every month, identify one key task or process that only you are handling and delegate it. This forces you to create a system and train someone else to run it. If you're still approving every minor expense a year from now, you've failed to scale yourself, and the business will hit a ceiling. 3. Update your risk register. Risk, operational scaling failure. Probability, high during growth. Impact, high. Mitigation plan, Document the top 5 core business processes. Delegate one major task per month with a documented system. Implement key software for CRM and project management to create a single source of truth. Risk 5. Competitive blindness. The final silent killer is competitive blindness. This isn't about being steamrolled by your obvious number one rival. It's about being made irrelevant by a competitor you never saw coming or a market shift you dismissed as a joke. It's what happened to Nokia. They were so busy fighting Motorola and Samsung over feature phones that they completely missed the threat that Apple's iPhone, a computer that happened to make phone calls, posed to their entire industry. This risk is silent because it often grows out of arrogance. You get so focused on your own product roadmap that you stop looking outside. You dismiss a new, scrappy competitor as a toy. You ignore a fundamental shift in customer behavior because it doesn't fit your current business model. Your metrics look fine and your existing customers seem happy, but you're slowly becoming a dinosaur and you don't even see the asteroid. Your action plan. 1. Define your jobs to be done. Competitors. Stop thinking about competitors as just companies that look like yours. Instead, ask what job a customer hires your product to do. For example, people don't buy a drill because they want a drill. They buy it because they want a hole in the wall. Your competitor isn't just other drill companies. It's a nail, a 3M command hook, or anything else that creates a hole. Who are your indirect competitors? What new tech could make your whole product category obsolete? 2. Appoint a crystal ball officer. Designate one person on your team, or yourself at first, to spend 2 hours every single week doing nothing but researching the future. Their job is to read tech blogs, study new patents, see what's happening in other industries, and present a monthly "what if" report. What if our customers stop wanting this? What if a new technology makes our solution 10x cheaper? 3. Update your risk register. Risk: market disruption by an indirect competitor. Probability: low, but ever present. Impact: existential. Mitigation plan: conduct a jobs to be done competitor analysis quarterly. Assign one team member to monitor future trends and present a monthly report. Dedicate 10% of R&D to experimental projects outside the core roadmap. Bringing it all home. So there you have it, the 5 silent killers: market irrelevance, cash flow toxicity, co-founder collapse, operational paralysis, and competitive blindness. These aren't monsters hiding in the closet. They are real, predictable, and most importantly, manageable threats. Building a great business isn't about avoiding risk. That's impossible. It's about seeing your risks clearly, understanding them, and having a plan to tackle them head on. That risk register we talked about? That is your roadmap to building a resilient business. It turns fear and uncertainty into a concrete plan. Don't let your dream die a silent death. Start today. If you found this valuable, hit that subscribe button for more actionable strategies to grow your business. And now, a challenge. Open a document right now and write down the number one risk you feel is threatening your business today. Now for the important part, in the comments below, tell me what that risk is and what one single action you will take this week to start disarming it. Making it public is the first step to taking control. Thanks for watching, and go build something that lasts. See you in the next one.